your boy Mike.
And I'm Juju.
And we are coming to you from Mike and Shay's Smoke Room as always, guys. How's everyone doing out there? I hope all is well with everyone. Everybody that's already clicked and watching, guys, if you haven't subbed up yet, let's go ahead and hit that sub button, guys. Come be a part of the community. Help us share these videos, help us get this content out there, and help us grow the way we're trying to, guys. And to everybody that's subbed up already, thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. With that said, these shows are for entertainment purposes only, guys. And today we are going to be reacting to some of the craziest videos on the internet, guys. I'm going to pull up our display and we will start.
This is a reptilian shapeshifter disguised himself as a pastor. Check this out. Totally demonic.
And then I would do the same. Jesus said, take this cup. This is my blood of the new covenant.
What?
Now we've mixed our blood. Which is his and which is mine. Now our blood symbolically has been mixed here. Now at the communion table, yes, sir, he said, this is my blood of the new covenant. All of you drink all of it. Judas had to drink that. Yes, sir.
This is a reptilian shapeshifter disguised himself as a pastor.
Weird and bizarre history facts.
It was definitely a strange ritual looking thing going on there. You know, there's a lot of people in positions like that are not there for the right reasons. Alright, guys.
Won't learn anywhere else. In ancient Egypt, people used to shave off their eyebrows when their cats died as a sign of mourning. Early colonizers of the United States used corn cobs as toilet paper. Talk about a corny solution for toilet paper. In 1912, a man named Franz Reichelt jumped off the...
Hey, funny story about that. So, they use those corn cobs. I also seen where Romans and different groups also use some kind of, I don't think it was a corn cob, it was something like that to wipe their ass.
A penis rock?
And then they would put it into a bucket of hot water, soapy water, or whatever they had back then. And the next person would come along and like shake that out and use it on their ass. And like it was for everyone. Fucking crazy.
while wearing a homemade parachute. He died on impact. During the Middle Ages, it was common for people to believe that they could be possessed by demons if they fell asleep in church. As late as the 17th century, nannies in Europe gave young boys handies as an efficient way to put them to sleep. Mary Poppins could have...
Yeah. About the handies?
Yeah.
What? Them nannies were like, go to bed, baby.
Whatever.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
That's
that
sexual assault.
Africa, 1931. French anthropologist Marcel Griaule treks through the forbidden desert in search of the mysterious Dogon tribe. As Griaule starts collecting Dogon legends, he notices an eerie similarity to ancient tales found across the globe. Tales of amphibious gods, in this case called Nomo, who came from the sky, lived in the sea, and helped mankind. According to the Dogon, their gods didn't come.
That's
conspiracy theories. There's a theory that the children in Harry Potter would do their actual homework to make the school setting more authentic. That's wild. What if your best friend is actually a spy who tries to figure out everything about you so she can lock you up and steal your identity? I hope not. If your lungs were opened out and laid flat, they would cover the entire size of a tennis court. Who knew that? In 1977, we got a radio signal from space that lasted 72 seconds and we still don't know why. Wow. There's a theory that John Benet Ramsey was not murdered and actually grew up to be Katy Perry. I could see it. Lastly, a homeowner turned on his sprinklers before leaving a wildfire. Came home to this. Zoom in here. Damn, not a spot. Elite. Weird conspiracy theories.
That's crazy. My dude said, I'm the only one. Whoa. What happened? You gotta see that again. Here comes the dog. Whoa. You like run over here and around? That's crazy.
Scariest things hidden in normal photos.
It's just a cigarette, and it cannot be that bad.
Honey, don't you love me? I know it makes me sad.
It's just a cigarette, like you always used to do.
That was stupid.
Strange things found in food.
Things that bother you, they never bother me. I
Feel happy and fine. Living in the sunlight, laughing in the moonlight, having a wonderful time.
haven't got a lot, I don't need a lot. Coffee's only a dime.
Living in the sunlight, laughing in the moonlight, having a wonderful time.
Oh my God.
Strange things found in food.
A man was out in a park one afternoon and decided to test out his new camera. He was seeing how well his new zoom worked and was zooming in and out of different objects. He uploaded a portion of the video to his YouTube channel to see how well the picture quality came out. Comments began to circulate regarding something he captured in the field that he didn't even realize. When he went back to review the footage, he was completely unnerved.
You're gonna have to show
What is
me.
even more creepy is that he became incredibly sick after he recorded the video, which he believes may be related to what he captured on camera that day. As he pans his camera around and zooms in and out, he captures a terrifying figure standing in the field. Many people in the comment section are convinced he captured an angel of death. A man was out in a park one afternoon.
A little Dick has the eyes, right?
Yeah.
The reactions There's a theory why Lil Durk actually has those eyes. Why? It's not what we think, fam. Because he's on like Adderall? No, it's not drugs, bro. Okay. Listen, so World War II. That's so...
Damn it, my bad.
Two
bro.
friends were relaxing at an
A Lil Durk has the eyes, right?
Yeah.
They're doing like the reactions There's a theory why Lil Durk actually has those eyes. Why? It's not what we think, fam. Because he's on like Adderall? No, it's not drugs, bro. Okay. Listen, so World War II. That's so random. Nah, hear me out. When soldiers came back, there was this phenomena that they saw all of these soldiers that had PTSD. Yeah. They had something called the 1,000-yard stare. You ever heard of it? Oh yeah, like that poster with the guys like this? Yeah. Soldiers, after they've been through so much stress, combat, and seeing their loved ones and friends die so many times, they developed a 1,000-yard stare. And as you can see in some rappers, specifically like the ones that are gangs, that seeing their homies get shot, killed, they might develop the 1,000-yard stare. And
Two friends were relaxing at an Airbnb one night when they began to notice their dog.
Scary. This man spent his whole life preaching the gospel and doing the work of God. Wound up dying, faces God, and what God says to him is gonna shock you. Watch this.
Faith is dead. Your works are in vain. The life that you lived and offered to me as a life of Christian service is an abomination that I rejected in a Pharisee. What made you think I would accept it from a Laodicean type Christian? In fact, untold millions are living the same kind of life that you live, and they stand in danger of my everlasting wrath. Unquote, the living God. I couldn't believe he was talking to me. I'm a preacher, I'm a teacher. I just told him about all my good works, what I've done. And I said, no, Lord, don't you wait, you don't understand. He said, you didn't do those works for me. You did them for a false God. I said, Lord, I worked for you. I called you Lord every day. Yes, you did, but you never made me Lord. What a difference. To call him Lord gives him a title. To make him Lord promotes him to ruler of life. But Lord, I was serving you. No, he wasn't. You served a false God. Then he named it. Satan's number one selling false God. S-E-L-F. Instantly, I knew everything he said was true. And he...
This is scary. This man spent his whole
Urban legend Papa Legba. It's
What do y'all think about that?
scary.
Why this man passed away. He went, met God, and God told him that he was living a false life and only doing things for himself, which is a false God. I mean, somebody spent their whole life preaching, and you'd have to wonder why they had such a turnaround like that.
They accepted you into his garden.
That's crazy.
urban legend Papa Legba. It's a Haitian voodoo spirit. Whenever you chant like its thing, it's supposed to come to you and like cause physical harm or like emotional harm to you, right?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so one of the actors in American Horror Story, one of her scenes was literally to call this spirit. The light starts like shaking above her, like the cinematic lights.
Oh, shit.
But already it's so Queenie, she says it again. She starts chanting the name. Fam, the light falls and her back goes out. And she's like, no, we have to stop this scene right away. But the directors, she's like, no, continue, and just finish the scene and we're done. And continue chanting. As soon as that happens, she feels a finger from her chin go up to her bottom lip. And her bottom lip starts swelling. So she goes into the makeup room. They're like, what the f is going on? They called the ER. Her and her makeup artist, while they're sitting in the chair, like just waiting for the emergency, they hear outside the building the urban legend Papa Legba. It's a hit.
What they hear?
Fun conspiracy theory about gold? No, it's a really good one. Human race is a product of accelerated evolution, and that these godlike beings called the Anunnaki who come here from a planet called Nibiru that's on an elliptical orbit every 3,600 years comes between us and Mars. It causes cataclysms because of the gravity and all the chaos, but that these beings came down here and inserted their DNA into lower primates and created this being. And one of the reasons why it came here is because gold is very difficult to find in the universe. One of the reasons why these beings gave us this desire to have gold, why gold was so popular always, early on, and it was a useless metal. So what if it was pretty? How come you could buy a house with bags of gold? Shouldn't you have steel for a sword or for arrowheads or something like that? Like, why has it universally been regarded as valuable, like really early on? And what he said was that they realized that they could take these suspended particles of gold, put them in their atmosphere, and it would protect them because their atmosphere was the most fun conspiracy theory about gold. No, it's a really good one. Human race is a product of accelerated evolution, and that these same people who own the left.
Y'all get out there and do your own research, and if this kind of stuff you like to know about and hear about, like I always say, do your own research. Everybody has a different perception.
Same people who own the labels own the prisons.
Literally the same people?
Literally the same people who own the labels own private prisons. The records that come out are really geared to push people towards that prison industry.
But they didn't make you write those lyrics.
It's not about making somebody write the lyrics. It's about being there as guardrails to make sure certain songs make it through and certain songs don't. Some records are made by committee, meaning record company guys sit around and tell the artists, this is hot, say that, do this. We're gonna have this guy write the lyrics. We're gonna have that. You have, the record company pushing the narrative. Some social engineering going on here to make sure those prisons stay full. Same.
That's kind of like the way the world runs.
Hell no.
That looks like that actress shit.
Ever hear about the mystery of the Loretto Chapel?
No.
There's a chapel that has a staircase in
Yeah,
the church.
no,
It
we're
does not
not
use any
staircases.
nails, any glue, and
Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm right. I'm gonna take a guess here. I think this is what I've heard about. There's a spiral staircase there. I believe it was a group of women that lived at this place, and they had it no, like holy women or something like that. An orphanage maybe, a church. They may have said it was a church. Anyway, they didn't have a lot of money, and this guy was coming through, a carpenter, and built a staircase for them. Ended up taking no payment, and the staircase had no nails, no glue, and it's like perfectly designed, and it's like. But I'm going to play the story. I think this is it. One of my favorite.
not
stories.
use wood from this earth. What? Check this out. The story goes 1887. There's a chapel and there's a carpenter working on the staircase in the chapel to reach the top. It's like an atrium. Before he could finish it, he died and passed away. The nuns in the church, they started to pray and they prayed to Saint Joseph. Prayed to Saint Joseph to ask Jesus to bless the chapel and send someone to finish the construction so that they can pray. Now, what happened one day after the 9th day of their prayers, a man came into town on a donkey, described as having a long white beard, long white hair, and he came with tools off the donkey, came to the church and said, "I'm here to build the stairs." Yeah, exactly. Now check this out. Obviously they allowed him in, but the one thing he said was, did you ever hear about the mystery of the Loretto Chapel?
No.
There's a chapel that has a stair.
He was working in the dark basement when he hears this. User Johannes20 uploaded a disturbing video of something unsettling his friend saw while he was working.
I actually feel like.
You ever hear about?
I remember it being a modest church or whatever it was, and they needed stairs built, but they didn't have a lot of money to hire anyone, and the guy came through and built it for food and somewhere to stay while he was there, and then moved out or moved on, and there was something about the way it was built. I never heard that the wood wasn't from this earth, but I heard that it was made perfectly, that it held itself without any supports or no nails. Anyway, sorry about that.
That's a marvel advancement.
That's just something we may do a story of. Look more into it. What was the church called?
Loretto
Church.
Loretto Chapel.
Let's remember that.
Working in the dark basement when he hears this. User Johannes20 uploaded a disturbing video of something unsettling his friend saw while he was working in a dark basement.
Whoa, but just snuck up on
Then the guy started whistling and walking towards my friend.
Normal. Hello? Some homeless dudes squatting there, it looks like.
In the video, a man can be seen emerging from the dark, whistling and walking towards them in a zombie-like state. He was working in a dark basement.
This is for the true home.
Dr. Cat was looking.
This is for the true home.
You go around certain cities, especially, what's the one that made all drugs, whether legal? No, it's Ohio or Cleveland or.
Oh yeah.
When we saw this crazy amount of homeless people and drugs out
Yeah,
there.
all outside that shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in Ohio.
I think it's Ohio.
Indiana or Illinois was.
It ain't Illinois, man.
Working in a dark basement.
Those people look way scary.
Working in a dark basement when he hears
Like, and they were just
this.
on drugs and shit, bro.
For the true home of
They
all.
walking around like zombies. Some of them were just stuck still with the like bent over and crazy looking and not moving at all. Like just some crazy flock of shit. Waka flocka. Alright, True Home Alone fans, here we go.
Was working in a dark basement.
For the true Home Alone fans. So do you remember when he's in front of that car and he's like,
In Home Alone 2?
I think so, at Home Alone 2, when they're chasing after the little boy and he goes into the church.
That's number 1.
Oh yeah, number 1.
That's number 1, yeah.
Yeah. So before they go into the church, there's a line that one of the guys say. So he goes into the church and it pans, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the truck driver, he goes, he went in there. And then the other guy says, nah, I'm not going in there.
You go to the church. I'm not going in.
So it says, me neither, right?
Yeah.
But the original line everyone remembers is, oh, I'm not going in there. That place gives me the creeps. Me neither.
Oh, I do remember that.
You do remember that?
I do remember that.
And listen again, look, he doesn't say it.
That place gives me the creep.
I'm not going in. Me neither.
That's it. This is for the true Home Alone fans. So do you remember when he's in front of that car and he's
She thought her cat was looking at her. Then this happened. A woman by the name Jenna posts fun videos from her cat Pit onto her social media page. But one day, she posted a disturbing video that shocked her viewers to their core. While Jenna's laying on her bed, she notices a pair of glowing eyes watching her outside her room.
Pip? Come here.
Thinking it's just her cat Pit, she calls out to him.
My little Pit.
This happens.
Come here, guy. Buddy.
Hell no, you
Her cat Pip hears her calls and enters the room. But whatever was looking at her hides into the darkness. If it wasn't her only cat Pip watching her, then just who or what was that? She thought her cat was looking at her. Then this happened. A woman by the He went camping and recorded his own upload. On November 14th of 2017, a footage was discovered at a camping ground in Eugene, Oregon, where a man can be seen setting up camp for the night, when suddenly, as it begins to get dark, he goes into his tent, unknowing something had been stalking him all along.
There's someone right outside.
Leave me alone.
Whoa!
What looks like a pale, grainy figure can be seen trying to. Then, as he's trying to get away, this happens.
Do you have any kind of weapon in there?
It's believed that this footage may have belonged to a 30-year-old man named Jacob Edris, who went missing on that day near the area. He went camping and recorded his own upload on November.
You know, it's hard for people to believe shit like that. And what's crazy is there's so many things that's gone on in this world that are unbelievable, and yet certain things like this are like, that didn't happen. You never know, man. There's some crazy shit. It's hard to validate.
Scientists captured a mosasaurus and tried to keep it a secret. Just a week ago, an explorer found something the world will never forget. Conroy McGregor was a retired Navy diver from Bowling, Maryland. He had heard about a NASA oceanic research facility that was closed down in 1990 and decided to go find it. What he would uncover that day, he'll never forget. The facility was located on a remote island, and Conroy took a boat, docking a distance away to approach the facility discreetly. After stepping on the island, Conroy noticed strange aquatic symbols etched onto the walls. He ignored them and continued towards the entrance of the facility. The ground floor looked mostly abandoned, but as he delved deeper, he found a hatch leading to an underwater chamber. Taking a deep breath and trusting his waterproof flashlight, Conroy went further down. He wasn't prepared for the sight he was about to face. He encountered a massive chain. When he shone his light to the end of the chain, he saw a mosasaurus, chained and barely moving. It was staring straight into Conroy's soul with its big eyes. Panicking, Scientists captured a mosasaurus and tried to keep it a secret. Just a week ago, an explorer found something the world will never.
So, did it take people back there?
I don't think he ever came back.
Bro, that looks like an overlay. Like, it looks
You don't
like
see nothing circulating inside
like
that
with
phone.
editing and stuff, you can just take an overlay and put it into a picture, make it look like there's clouds there or rain or whatever. But the way it's all moved, it's not separate. It's like a whole picture moving across there.
Photoshop.
Or it's some kind of projector type shit.
I heard my son laughing in his room, but when I went to check on him, he was fast asleep. As I left the room, I heard the laughter continue. I heard my son laughing in his room.
A man was riding his mountain bike late one evening when he noticed something out of the corner of his eye. He was riding down the mountain so fast that he was unsure of what he potentially saw. Once he reached the bottom of the mountain and got in his car, he rewatched his GoPro camera footage and was terrified by what he
I
witnessed.
think I seen something pop out. Look. Boom. No, it's right. It's coming out. There's something in here.
Right there.
Right there. It all looked the same.
As he makes his way down the mountain, he captures a tall, pale figure staring at him on the left side of the dirt path. Many people in the comments section are convinced it's either a skinwalker or even Slender Man. As always, I'll leave it up to you to decide. A man was riding his mountain bike. The following footage was captured in San Juan late one evening. A few security guards in the area were notified of strange activity in the area the night before. There was a rumor going around that a local witch was roaming the vicinity and creating quite the disturbance among residents.
It's so green back there. These pictures are always so green.
We have all the technology to see like the face of the moon, but we can't get no closer.
It appears to be an older woman staring in the direction of the camp.
We have satellites that can
pinpoint our
ping into someone's house and look inside their house across the world. And
we can't
we
find
can't
one of
get a
these.
fucking
We
good
can't find one
video
of these.
aliens, Bigfoot, paranormal.
She soon lights something on fire, which creates a great deal of smoke. Seconds later, she completely vanishes into thin air. As if her disappearance wasn't creepy enough, the security guards are convinced the smoke takes the shape of a skull. The following footage was captured in San Juan late one evening. A man was on vacation when he unexpectedly got a notification on his Ring camera that motion was detected inside his house. He decided to install a few cameras in the house due to strange activity taking place once he moved in. He would often hear disembodied footsteps and would see items moved from their original position. When he checked his phone, he was stunned by what he witnessed, since he had nobody staying over at his place while he was out of town. A man was on vacation when he...
I ain't coming home.
Home alone one night. He sees this. A tattoo artist uploaded a disturbing video where he explains this was the reason why he had to move out. You can see what looks like someone or something watching him with glowing eyes. Whatever this is, it's enough reason to make anyone move overnight. He was home alone one night when he sees recording her son talking to a spirit. A woman named Reina was at the fair with her son Mohammed, taking pictures and enjoying their time together like usual. But later in the day, as her son is on a ride, Reina decides to record a moment, unknowing something haunting will be captured as well. Mohammed can be seen riding alongside another boy, but as the ride turns again, the boy's nowhere to be found. She was recording her son talking to a spirit. A woman named Reina was at the fair with her son Mohammed, taking pictures and enjoying their time. Home alone one. He was recording her son talking.
Alright guys, that was our last video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. A lot of crazy stuff always going on. You know, it's crazy because you don't know if it's just because everyone has a phone now and it's so easy to access things and this stuff's always been going on. And then because more things are being made, more people are fascinated with it, more people are faking videos. Or is there just way more stuff happening? You know? has just been bizarre. It has been crazy.
It's around the corner, 24 will be here.
COVID, and the last 3 years have been crazy, but I feel like 2023 is just so many videos and crazy stuff. Alright guys, as always, get out there and explore, do some research, learn. More than anything, get out there and treat each other right. We're worrying so much about material things. Love one another. And do the best you can, guys. As always, I'm your boy Mike.
And I'm Juju.
We'll see you next time, guys.
Peace out.